teach you guys today is some money-making secrets and some freedom-getting secrets during this crazy-ass time. And just to give you guys an idea how crazy things are right now in the world, Governor Newsom, our governor here in California, just announced today that there will be a curfew. Now, I can tell you this. I'm going to be going on a hike later tonight, and I might be out later than 10 o'clock with curfew. And I'm okay with that, and you should be okay with that too, because doggone it, you're an American, unless you're not in America, in which case, wherever you're from, that's where you are and who you are. But doggone it, the rest of you, you're Americans, we are Americans, we've got constitutional rights, and that is that. So I'm not here to talk about the COVID, I'm here to talk about how to make money, because during this crazy ass time over the last 7 months, well, guess what? 6 of my 7 companies have been making more money than ever before. Not a bad thing, right? And the 7th one has just kind of been breaking even, which is cool, man, considering that, you know, it's the COVID time. So I want to be able to share with you guys what's been working for me. And I'm going to give you guys an opportunity in about 10 or 15 minutes at the end of this, if you keep watching, how you can coach with me, how I can coach you for literally pennies to scale your business. So if you've ever wanted to get coaching from me, but my $50,000 12-month coaching program is just out of your budget, this is going to be your opportunity. So if you're ready to get started, give me a thumbs up, and we're going to start giving you some nuggets. And I'm going to grill Armin here on some Facebook marketing strategies. And he's going to tell you how we've been selling my Man Up audiobook, crap ton, and how we've been selling the project. In fact, just last week, we had the largest project class ever during the COVID period, and at the highest price point, by the way. And I'm not saying any of this to brag or to impress you. I'm saying all this to impress upon you that people are willing to pay. There's still people with money, and as long as you are coming with value, they will pay. And so let's dive into that, guys and gals. So quick little lesson for you. There's only 2 things you can control right now where your business is concerned, and that is your effort and your attitude. So right off the bat, before we talk about any money-making strategies, I want to talk to you about the real strategies that move you forward in life, and that is your effort and your attitude. If you show up with shitty effort and crappy attitude, what's really going to happen is you're just not going to be successful no matter how hard you try. If you show up with blaming the government, blaming the governors, blaming the COVID, blaming the China, blaming the whoever, your competition, the economy, I get it. Lots of things are out of our control. However, just because they're out of your control, you can't forget about all the factors that are in your control. For example, how have you reinvented your business? How have you pivoted? What new problems are you solving now? Who are the new clients that you should be going after? Have you made a flagship product, and have you made a lower end product? Because what happened during COVID period? People got richer and some people got poor, right? So you ought to have a product or a service that addresses the people who made more money, because money never disappears. Write that down. Lesson number 1, money never actually, it's lesson number 2. Lesson number 1 is show up with an awesome attitude and just this work ethic, this effort like a savage. If you do that, you will succeed, number 1. Number 2 is money never disappears. Money simply exchanges hands. Think about it. Every single person in Amazon, at Netflix, at Grubhub, and all the other food delivery services, they're all making more money than ever, right? From Jeff Bezos on down to the Amazon truck driver is making more money. They're working overtime, getting paid more, because more of us are using Amazon to buy stuff. So that means there's people who have money, and there's certainly people who have lost money during this time. The people who have money are looking to spend it on products and services that solve problems in their life. So whatever industry you're in, I don't care if you're real estate, finance, fitness, nutrition, what new problems can you solve for the people? If gyms are closed, and I'm in the fitness industry, you guys know that. If gyms are closed, aren't people still looking to be healthy, to lose weight, to get fit? Sure they are. So maybe we're focusing more on nutrition coaching and less on workouts. Maybe we're focusing more on at-home workouts using body weight instead of coming to a Fit Body Bootcamp and working out at a gym, right? And so what are the new technologies you can use? And this is where being open-minded comes in handy. If you're like, well, hey, I only do workouts in the gym. Well, guess what? You're going to be broke for a long while. You ought to be pivoting and using platforms like Trainerize, like Zoom, like lives like this inside of private Facebook groups that you might create for your clients that you can service. And if you can give them an awesome, amazing results at home, there's no reason to be charging less. Let me say that again. Just because they were paying a lot of money to work out with you in your gym or your whatever your business is, and you're like, well, now I do it online, should I charge them less? No. People are buying results from you. They're buying an outcome, not a location where you train them. I don't care if they're working out with dumbbells, with machines, or body weight. If they're getting the results, does it really matter how much you charge them? Of course it doesn't, right? So those are the two big things I want to share with you here. And so during this time, a lot of my coaching clients have been scaling, and I want to make sure that you guys are doing that as well. So if you've got a product and service, and if you've made a pivot, if you've reinvented, if you've stopped and asked yourself, what are the problems that people are having right now in the industry that you serve? Again, real estate, finance, nutrition, supplements, workouts. Maybe you sell trinkets. I don't know. Guess what? Everyone's buying ammunition and guns right now. If you own gun stores, there's probably something you can do to make more money. Like, you ever thought of maybe pre-ordering ammo, right? If you know that people want to buy ammo, you own a gun store, what if you just start taking deposits and putting people on a waiting list? Like, I know that's not normal what we do in our industry, but consider doing that today. Every industry can have a little of a bend or flex in how you do things. And I'm asking you to think out of the box during crazy times like this, because the idea is not only to survive, but if you can also thrive in this time while your competitors are going out of business, guess what happens next? When life gets back to normal, and it will, this is not the new normal. Do not for a moment accept this as the new normal. I will fly through the camera and choke you, right? Do not for a moment accept this as the new normal. When life gets back to an actual normal again, if your competitors are out of business and you are able to survive during these crazy times, guess what happens? You then begin to dominate when the economy opens back up, business and commerce opens back up, and you are going to be the ones going to be crushing it. So with that said, if you think that marketing is ineffective, marketing is not working, I'm here to tell you that we're selling franchises at Fit Body Bootcamp. We're selling supplements at Trulian. We're selling my audiobook, the Man Up audiobook, and we're selling The Project. 4 very different things. A fitness franchise, we're selling at $50,000 buy-in fee, right? $12,000 buy-in fee for the 75-hour experience that's called The Project. My audiobook, the Man Up audiobook, and of course, Trulian supplements. And all 4 of these things, we are doing paid traffic on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. But today, since we're live on Facebook and Instagram, I want to talk about those 2 traffic sources. Then I'm going to tell you how you can work with me, coach with me for just pennies. I'm not kidding you. I'm going to be able to coach you here. And I'm doing a one-time coaching program. And I'm going to tell you at the end how you guys can join, because it's going to fill up like this. And it will cost you literally nothing, almost nothing, compared to the $50,000 that I charge to coach with me on a one-on-one basis. So, Armin.
Yes, sir.
Now that we've got you here, and since you are buying all this traffic for me and I'm spending all this money on social media and it's paying off with a great ROI, what are some of the strategies that are working today on Facebook and Instagram traffic that people watching right now should be using?
The strategy, once COVID, everyone hit social media instantly. And you have more competition because there's more people on there.
Sure. And in fact, some of the competition was Donald Trump and Biden.
Correct.
Running traffic for their elections.
Yes. So the goal as a business owner is to be seen. And therefore, it's important to double your money going into social media, even in what we might call a rougher time right now economically. Mm-hmm. But it is very important to dump everything you got into social media marketing, because that's where your traffic is at. People are at home. They're not going to work as much. They're spending more time on social media. They're communicating with their friends and family on social media because they're not allowed to go out for whatever reason. And
which, by the way, let's talk about that. I just read a stat the other day. People are spending as if the world wasn't spending more time on social media. People are spending now 400% more time on social media.
Correct.
Which means you have 400% greater exposure to campaigns that you can run that people are going to be able to see and buy from. Now, when you said you should be dumping everything you have into social media marketing, Do they just do that haphazardly, or is there a strategy that would work?
There's always a strategy.
Always a strategy.
Without a strategy, you'll find yourself broke and out of business, definitely. But you want to see what was working for you, and I would suggest doubling what you were spending on social media pre-COVID days, and again, increasing that by 50% to keep your marketing going, again, because there's more people on social media. Just the stat here, there's just shy of 3 billion active users monthly on Facebook alone.
3 billion.
Yes, and
wow.
What that means is, yes, there's more eyes viewing your ads, but that means there's more competition as well. Mm-hmm. And to be seen by your demographic, you have to spend more money. You have to spend more. And as we say in marketing, he who spends the most wins.
That's it. Now, what are some of the best offers to make in these Facebook and Instagram ads and campaigns that are going to convert? Have you seen a formula, or is there a strategy of offers that are converting?
What I've noticed on social media right now is, again, people are spending a lot of time at home. So the big thing in the fitness industry primarily is gym owners have pivoted to online programs. And take into consideration people might not have as much money because they might have lost their job. Create a free Facebook platform where you can start showcasing and demonstrating what you can offer if they were to pay you for courses online as in Zoom.
Bam! So let me stop you right there. So it's a great example. Look, if you were to buy my book from Amazon, you're going to pay like $22. We're selling my audiobook, Man Up, and I got the rights from the publisher to do that for, what is it, $4.95?
Correct.
Right? So if you were to get the book from Amazon, it's $22. If you were to buy the audiobook from Audible, it's like $14 or $17. I've got the rights to my audiobook and I'm selling it for $4.95. So it's a low barrier to entry. However, once you buy the audiobook for $4.95, we have 3 upsells in place, correct?
That's correct, 3 upsells.
We have 3 upsells in place, which allows us to then go, do you want this and also that? And how about this? Now that allows us to make more money. Now, some people take all 3 offers. Some people take 1 or 2. Some people take none of the offers. But what ends up happening is, let me just explain the funnel to you that he runs for me, is once you go through that funnel, when you either pay the $4.95 for the audiobook or you pay the $4.95 plus you take some of the extra courses that I give you and make available to you and you pay us more, you get on an autoresponder sequence, a series of emails that come out systematically over the next several days that get you, especially if you're a guy, and by the way, we are targeting men with my book, and those autoresponder emails are literally selling you on the idea and exposing you to the idea of the project, which is a $12,000 experience. And then if you're interested, you would click the link in one of those emails and go to the project page, sales page, which is the mdkproject.com, and you would watch a video there. You would see testimonials, dramatic demonstration of proof, right? Testimonials from actual men who have gone through it and transformed their lives. And then, of course, you would fill out an application and talk to the Navy SEAL or the Marine to see if the project is right for you. But look at how it all started. What we did is we said, hey, we're offering the Man Up audiobook for $4.95. He targets guys. And by the way, the campaigns that we run, we have a lot of social proof. Like in that Facebook video that we run for the Man Up audiobook, we're showing a lot of the 5 stars from Amazon, right?
A lot. Yeah.
So whatever it is that you're selling, from real estate to supplements to shoes, you got to have dramatic demonstration of proof. And if you have a service, like any kind of service business, any kind, as Armin said, you can move them from an ad or a campaign into a Facebook group where you can demonstrate that service and your skill sets for free in a private Facebook community, and then move them. Like my client Tony Steffen does this. He was a registered dietitian, still is. Now he coaches registered dietitians, and that's exactly what he does. Is he runs campaigns, moving other registered dietitians into a private Facebook group where he educates them on the idea of marketing and thinking like an entrepreneur. He showcases his knowledge. At that time, he also brings in some of his coaching clients that he coaches who are registered dietitians, and they share the amazing results they've gotten working with him as a business coach. And today, the dude, in 3 years, he went from making $34,000 a year to making I think he's on pace to finish this year, I hope he doesn't mind, well, let's just say just under $2 million. So, great example of demonstrating your skill sets before trying to extract money, whether it's a $4.95 low barrier price point or a group that you can move people into and then build a know, like, and trust factor. What else is working right now?
Another thing that is working great is, besides having these communities on social media, is as you talk about, always asking for referrals, right? So just because your business had to close, especially for your gym owner, does not mean you stop asking for referrals.
Right.
You can still ask for the referrals and give back to the client who provided that referral, essentially throwing them a bone for helping you out.
Yep.
And that works well, just as anything, anytime. And I think because of COVID, we tried to recreate something brand new, where what we need, the answer we need is essentially doing the same thing, just pivoting and presenting it in a different manner.
Yeah, and actually that's a really good point. So think about this, right? If Armin is able to market the project and my Man Up book, and recently we just, this last week, 19 men started, 12 men graduated the project. Well, I've got 12 dudes that we immediately reached out to on Monday, 2 days after the project ended. We said, hey, we hope you enjoyed the experience, and I'm sure you did, but if you didn't, here's a survey to fill out. Whether you did or didn't, give us a survey, give us feedback. Number 2, can we get a written and video testimonial from you? And number 3, the best compliment you can give us is refer another guy by making a text introduction between us and our 2 instructors, Ray and Steve. That way, Armin may have gotten us that client, but that client just got us a new lead that we can put into the project, and it cost us nothing. And so if you're not asking for testimonials, if you're not surveying your clients and seeing the good, the bad, and the ugly, and if you're not asking for referrals, you're leaving a lot of money on the table, because you can't just wait for your traffic buyer to get you traffic. The traffic that he gets me, that he turns into paying customers, I end up asking for referrals. And that's a massive part of our business. And that's a very important part of our business. So let's talk about some on-page stuff. So let's say someone's got a product, a service, a supplement, a personal training, online coaching program, whatever. You do life coaching, business coaching. On page, what are the elements on a sales page, landing page, that you have found that convert well these days?
Video sales letters work well. And with a video sales letter, it's essentially a video introduction, a video pitch. But we got to keep in mind, people have a lot going on in their lives, right? So we have about 2 to 5 seconds to make that first impression. If you don't provide them with that first impression and the value in what they're about to see, they're going to leave.
Yep.
So, yes.
So where first impressions are concerned, here's a little hack for you. Pattern interrupt. Oh, I guess those are 2 words. Pattern interrupt, not pattern interrupt. Pattern interrupt. And pattern interrupt means if everyone is looking at their screens and they're just scrolling past all these goofy little videos, why aren't you the person making a video that is so compelling, starts off in such a weird, goofy way? And I'll give you an example. One of the things that we're doing for Trulian, our supplement company, is Aaron, the VP of my supplement company, put on a gas mask, like an actual World War II gas mask. And he's literally running around the gym, our gym, BK Strength, with the gas mask on. And he's like, "Mur, mur, 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 mur." And imagine that's the first thing you're going to see when you're seeing that video. That's going to get you to stop scrolling. You have to stop the pattern. You have to interrupt someone's pattern of scrolling first. And you're like, what the hell is this lean, fit guy doing, running around, like mumbling to himself, wearing a gas mask? And in that second, when you stop, he peels off the mask and he goes, hey, how about that virus? Running around with the mask isn't going to help you. You're going to need something like the Trulian Wellness Shots. And he goes on to explain why the Trulian Wellness Shots work so much better than the sugar-loaded emergency packets that you would buy from the grocery store. And that campaign has been working really well for us, because that particular video stops them from scrolling. Now, on page, because remember, Armin said video sales letters work really well. But before you go making a whole script and filming a video sales letter only to be disappointed that it's not working, here's a hack for you. I'm about to save you tens of thousands of dollars. Make a written sales letter first, an actual written sales copy. If your written sales copy is converting and it's generating a positive ROI, return on investment. If you take that written sales letter and make it a video sales letter, it will convert higher. And think how easy it is to take a sales letter that's not converting and just change the headline, change the offer, change the guarantee.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Rather than trying to re-edit a video 10 times or reshoot pieces that you don't have.
Yeah.
So get your written sales copy working. Once it's working and you're happy with it, then convert it, shoot it into a VSL, video sales letter. What other hacks?
I think while we're on the video sales letter topic, keep it natural. You don't need a $1,000 video camera or a general camera or a team of editors. People vibe well with real. They want to see real because, well, we're all normal individuals. Right. So whatever you do, if you make mistakes in your video, that's okay. Keep going. Mm-hmm. People absorb that kind of content better versus your edited, movie scripted type
Bingo.
of video.
Bingo. And to that point, let me give you one more tip for on-page stuff, tweaks that you can make. And actually, I was talking to one of my clients this morning, and she's like, "Are you sure I should do that? What if people take me up on the offer?" And I'll explain what the offer is. Risk reversal, a money-back guarantee. Yes. Listen, obviously, if you're selling a product that's going to get delivered to someone's house, you might still be able to offer a money-back guarantee. Think Proactive, the skincare solution. They said, hey, try the Proactive sauce on your face or body or whatever. If it doesn't get rid of your pimples and acne after 30 days, then send it back and we'll give you a refund, right? That's risk reversal. During crazy times like this, people still have problems. They have problems, they're out of shape. They want more money. They want better sex. They want to sleep better. They want less stress. Whatever it is you're selling, they want a bigger house. Obviously, you can't offer a money-back guarantee on a house. But if you have a product or a service that they can simply send back, or a service that you can say, look, you're going to love the results. If not, I'm going to give you a refund. I challenge you that if you really think that you're good at what you do, offer a money-back guarantee. And if you do, that act of reversing the risk will take people right now who are skeptical about spending money with you or not, and they'll go, you know what, if this person offers a money-back guarantee, right, and that guy offering the same product doesn't offer a money-back guarantee, clearly this guy is much better. It's the only reason you'd offer a money-back guarantee, right? And so be willing to do those things that others aren't. Very clever stuff. And if you're worried like, hey, are people going to start, asking for their money back? Maybe you close 10 extra people. You sell 10 extra people on your product or service because you offered a money-back guarantee, but 2 of those 10 ask for a refund. Who cares? You still netted 8 more people, right? And that's a huge thing. And so with that said, dude, we've got a coaching program that we're offering.
Yes, we do.
And it's a 4-day coaching program, live and in person. And it's from November 30th to December 3rd. November 30th to December 3rd. I want you guys to write this down right now because we're only taking the first 100 people who register for it. It is businessignitionsystem.com. You're going to go to businessignitionsystem.com. It's a 4-day coaching program. With it, you get a bonus, the 7-day income ignition. So if you register today, don't go yet because you're going to pay full price. I'm going to give you the code where you guys can pay half price. I told you, I'm going to give you a smoking deal. I want to coach you. I want to help you make a lot of money. And I want you to launch into 2021 with my business mind and his marketing strategies. And with my business mind working on your business and his marketing and lead generation strategies working on your business, it's going to be a very different 2021 for you than it would be if you just went at it on your own. So over the 4 days, myself and Armin are going to coach you. I'm going to teach you the things you need to do to sell, to retain clients, to raise your prices, to not get objections, to get referrals, to keep clients longer, to have better staff and employees, and to be a more effective leader. And Armin's going to teach you the magical strategies for driving traffic from Facebook. I'm talking step by step. Like he's going to guide you, going to go into your Facebook account.
Everything we do as an agency,
yeah,
they're going to learn.
Like he's got an agency. And I said, hey, Armin, look, I'm going to pay you to teach these guys your skill sets. So instead of charging them, I'm going to ask you to teach them, give them the tools. Give them the tools. Teach them how to fish instead of fishing for them. And he's agreed to do that. You want to know why he's actually agreeing to do that? Because he's also my nephew, and he does a phenomenal job, and he's a cool dude, and he's doing that for you guys. So businessignitionsystem.com, 4 days of live coaching with myself and Armin, traffic buying and scaling your business and really owning and dominating your market space, number 1 and 2. And I want you guys to use the code BIS50, BIS50, which is Business Ignition Systems, 50, BIS50, when you get to businessignitionsystem.com. Keep looking over there because I've got a marker board that I'm reading off of. And when you get there, you're going to use BIS50 as the code, and you're going to get 50% off the coaching program for 7 days. Plus, when you register now, you guys and only you guys, the first 100 people who register, then we stop it and cap it off. The first 100 people who register also get my 7-day income ignition course. If you guys remember, right when COVID started, late March, April, May, right around there, I ran a 7-day income ignition course for $1,000 per person. You get that for free. We recorded all 7 days, and it's literally 7 days of income, ignition, and acceleration. And so you get that for free. So you get to watch that now, benefit from it, start using it in your business to start making more money now. And then, of course, November 30th through December 3rd, we're going to coach you live and in person. It's going to be an awesome experience for you guys. So, Armin, is there anything to add before we say peace and hair grease to these guys?
Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate. Honestly, in terms of his knowledge, and you guys follow him, you know what he's all about, and learn the tools and tricks and strategies of what an agency uses. It's definitely going to help them dominate 2021.
Yeah. Listen, it wasn't by accident that 6 of my 7 businesses made more money this year than the year previous. It wasn't by accident. And so I want to give you that formula. I want to teach you how to think like me. One of the greatest compliments I got was from Bryce, our VP. He's also our MC whenever I do live events. And he always gets on stage and he says, you know, one of the biggest things I've learned from Bedros is not how to be an entrepreneur, how to do whatever. He goes, he taught me how to think. Right? There's a certain way to think during times like this. And most of you tend to do what everyone else is doing. And if you look at what I do and you look at what some of the most successful people out there are doing, they do things very differently. And you're probably wondering, how do they know what moves to make? It's like they can almost see around corners. Would you like me to teach you how to see around corners in your business, in your industry? Almost generating more money more predictable, removing all the risk of making money, and removing all the negative belief systems that you have. Would you like me to help you remove the negative belief systems that you have about making more money in a crazy time like this? And if you do, then you're going to go to businessignitionsystem.com. You're going to use the code BIS50 to take 50% off. Be one of the first 100 guys and gals to sign up for this program right now, and you will immediately get, is it an instant access to the 7-day income ignition?
Yes, instant access 7-day income ignition.
And you get instant access to the 7-day income ignition, which has literally helped all 56 people who went through that program immediately. Day after day, they were making more money. In 7 days, I taught them how to make more money and pivot their business and reinvent themselves. I want you to go through that now so that on November 30th through December 3rd, when we work together, we're just going to stack more money on top of that. So, with that said, thank you so much for spending time with us tonight, and we'll see you guys later on the coaching program. Take care. How do I end this thing? I don't know how to end it. All right, y'all just hang out with me as I try and end this thing. Dun, 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 dun. Is it that? It's not that. No! All right, someone leave a comment and tell me how to end this thing. Is it there? No. It's there. There it is. There it is. There it is. That's not it either.